All right, let's talk some horror news because we got a ton of things to discuss. I'm trying to get as much through all of this because we still have all the San Diego Comic-Con things that are going to be coming up pretty soon. So I'm very excited to talk about that as well. But let's talk about some of these new horror news that just came out. One of them being today that we got the Midnight Madness whole lineup, and that definitely gets us excited because we were looking forward to this. We will be at Tiff this year. We will be covering as much as we can. The film festival will be set in September. Let's talk about the Midnight Madness lineup, which is always one we look forward to, and to be attending for the first time, we are excited. Before we get into the Midnight Madness release, let me ask you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We're on the road to 35,000 subscribers, less than 3,000 to go. Our goal was 35,000 by the end of July. It looks more like we could get close to 33,000, so that would be amazing. Follow us on Instagram at It's Culture Elixir, as well as our website www.cultureelixir.com. But let's get into the lineup, which the first one being Deadmill, which I've heard so many great things about when it got released earlier this year at another festival. So the film is directed by Joe DeBoer, and we also have Kyle McConaughey. I hope I'm saying that right. Joe DeBoer and Kyle McConaughey's acclaimed synth-laden retro thriller details the sordid sequence of events that land a bloodstained scrap of mail on the desk of a county post office's dead letter investigator and its murderous repercussions. I've heard so many great things about this, and I'm excited to check it out. It just definitely looks like one I'm super interested in. Next up, we have Dead Talent Society, directed by John Shu. It says a meek and newly dead teen played by Gingo Wang learns from an undead diva played by Sandrine Pina how to haunt the living in this bloody and hilarious supernatural comedy from writer-director John Shu. So I'm excited for this one. From the teasers that they were giving, they said it kind of feels like Beetlejuice-esque, which I kind of get it from reading that, and I'm excited to see what else this one's going to bring to the table. Next up, we have Else, which is directed by Tivolt Emin. Tivolt Emin's mesmerizing debut feature intimately depicts a body horror romance in the wake of a strange epidemic that causes the infected to melt into their surroundings. They're saying this one's romantic, they're saying it's horrific, and you know, that's all the things I need for sure. We then have Escape from the 21st Century, directed by Yang Lee, which says 3 high schoolers gain the ability to sneeze themselves 20 years into the future in this maximalist martial arts time travel caper from writer-director Yang Lee. This one sounds interesting, like I said, so this just sounds wild. You're just minding your business and you sneeze and you're 20 years into the future. Imagine that. How do you even come back, right? But definitely excited for that. Next, we have Friendship, which this one just got to me. As soon as I saw Tim Robinson was involved in this with Paul Rudd, I knew this is one I have to go check out. Friendship is directed by Andrew DeYoung. Channeling the cringe comedy of his sketch series, I Think You Should Leave, Tim Robinson portrays a suburban dad obsessively pursuing camaraderie with his charming neighbor, played by Paul Rudd. Very excited to see what shenanigans this will be taking us on, but this is definitely one to keep on your radar, I feel. Next up, we have Ick, directed by Joseph Kahn. In Joseph Kahn's breakneck sci-fi horror satire, a high school science teacher played by Brandon Roof, great to see Brandon Roof, does battle with a parasitic alien entity as well as the apathy of the small town it has been gradually absorbing. Very excited for this. Sounds like the Blob, almost kinda, right? So this is the next film that really caught my eye, which is Kenichi Unaga's The Gesudosa, because I really was vibing when I watched this trailer. Honestly, there is a line in the trailer that really got me, and I'll talk about it in a bit. But in Kenichi Ugana's The Gesudosa, we see from rising cult filmmaker Kenichi Ugana, a misfit horror-themed rock band moves to the Japanese countryside to write the greatest punk anthem in the world. So this is the line that really got me right here. Let's check it out. It says, "I wanted to sound like something Bach would have written over drinks after watching Brain Dead." Any movie that drops Brain Dead, I'm there. So this is definitely one of those films that we are super excited to be checking out once it's released at TIFF. The next one we have up is Timo Tchajanto's next film, The Shadow Strays, which is coming from us from auteur Timo Tchajanto, who has given us Headshot, The Nine Comes for Us, which says a young assassin breaks rank from her clandestine organization to rescue a young boy from gangsters with ultra-violent repercussions. And of course, the biggest release that everybody's excited for is The Substance, directed by Coralie Forget. Demi Moore portrays a fading Hollywood star feuding with the manifestation of her younger self, Margaret Qualley, in this award-winning body horror satire from writer-director Coralie Forget, who did Revenge. We're going to be checking out Revenge this month, so stay tuned. But But we are super excited with this Midnight Madness release slate. It definitely gets us amped and ready for all that is to come. And we will be talking more about Tiff and the other releases over the weekend. So if you want to hear more about those, stay tuned because we got a ton over there with also David Cronenberg, Anora, and many other films that got released. But I did want to make a whole video talking about Midnight Madness because we are always excited for those films. Anyways, let me know your thoughts and your opinions on it. Make sure you follow us on our website where we post all of these things and more, as well as our Instagram, which we're trying to get to 100 subscribers right now. So that's definitely something we're excited to be doing. So go over there, get us to 100 followers. We got a giveaway coming at 100 followers, so don't miss out on that. But as always, that is going to do it for me. Let me know what you think about the Midnight Madness release slate. Is there any movie that you're looking forward to hearing thoughts about? I'm trying to get my situation with Tiff and everything and see what we're going to be doing. So right now definitely is the time to let me know what movie you want to hear about. So anyways, as always, I'll see all of you next time. If you haven't already subscribed, we're less than 3,000 away from 35,000, which is our big goal for July. If we can get to 33,000, that would just be great. I know 35,000 is a long stretch for like 5 days left in the month. So make sure that you're hitting that subscribe button, notification bell on the road to that 35K. And yeah, let me know what you think. And make sure you follow us on Instagram at It's Culture Elixir. We also have a TikTok, which is Culture Elixir, or you can follow our Twitter, Culture Elixir. But as always, stay tuned for more announcements from Tiff and everything else that's to come. And super excited to talk more movies with y'all. We got a Deadpool and Wolverine video today, as well as a horror update news and the trap video. So stay tuned for all of that. And as always, stay safe and stay positive.